We had come together at one time, like in the 60s. Everybody, you know how black was beautiful. We had come together at one time. We had come together at one time.
They saw you coming. You maybe 8 years into it, 3.5 feet off ground. Nappy hair, that crown, ashy face, that carry long frown. Mustang t-shirt, dirty jeans, drag ground day.
Come on, so.
They saw you coming. And those kids, they teased you, outcasted you, and labeled you soft. Cause you had a lisp that clung to the tip of your tongue when you talked, and you tripped over the tips of your toes like a clutch when you walked. Cause your shoes was always 2 sizes too long, and they could see it in your tear-filled eyes how you long to belong. But your song, it lacked those catchy lyrics that couldn't correspond with the brutal beats that they banged to break your spirit. The preacher said for you to pray, but you refused to hear it. They saw you coming. And while those kids gagged at breaking you down, those kids, they gagged at your gear and your wax style, and those teachers, they saw you in class when you started to clown, because that's the only way you knew how to capture attention. So every day you got counseled after school in detention, but you never did mention how your mom was going on a 20-year prison sentence. She cut cord, closed eyes, and prayed for forgiveness. Cops kicked down door because you were a witness. Tear fell down face because you were a witness. It's the scent of her perfume that your soul's been missing. You be screaming out to God, but it's like he don't be listening. And you just be wishing that somewhere somebody would make these nightmares stop. They saw you coming, nigga. They saw you out on them blocks. They saw your new shoes and rocks in your socks. They saw the rocks on your wrist and that chip on your shoulder. They kept their eyes on your block and your name in their folder. Cause they knew once you got older that that's where they find you. Yeah, you standing right there at the front of the line. They saw your new truck, 1 chrome rims, your new style, big time, and now your rhymes, right rhythms that roll with range and the big bright lights on your stage. Put your name on top of the game. You took 2 steps up, and that's when you became center of attention. Oh yeah, they saw you posted like a pit, ready to rip through your competition. They knew your past put your mind in awkward positions to make backwards decisions. Now your only mission was to achieve redemption. They saw you coming, they watched and they listened. They saw you coming, they watched and they listened. They knew your thoughts and your moves and all your intentions. They pulled up on your block, checked your name off, they listened, they kicked down your door.
Every day I'm a sinner. Yo, every day I'm a sinner. And I'm fighting so hard every day to do what it takes to be a winner. I want to live before I die. If I don't die before I wake, I'm looking up at the stars and I'm staring at heaven's gates. I want to live before I die and smile before I cry. I'm trapped in sin, so I'm staring in the devil's eyes. I guess I'll just live before I die and don't die before I wake. I only got 1 life to live and I want to make it great, so I creep from amongst the danger. And ever since I was little, I've been told to watch out for strangers, so I kept a close circle. When I grew up, I had a lot of love, but I seen a lot of trouble, nigga. And they wonder what makes me a rebel, nigga. I want to live before I die, cause in these streets I've seen a lot of good brothers die over bullshit, or should I say hood shit. I want to live before I die like my name was Malcolm X. Before they take me for my cause, I want to know that I live by universal laws. To never be inflicted with ignorance. To free my people like my name was Deliverance. I want to live before I die like the Million Man March movement. To hold my head up with pride like Huey P. Newton. And they say change comes in the form of a revolution. I want to live before I die, going down shooting 21 guns saluting, cause I'm breathing for my son every day. I wanna live before I die like Mahatma Gandhi. It makes me wonder why war brings peace. The only time I think that I'm free is when I'm asleep. So don't ask me why I always write about the struggle, nigga, cause the mentality runs deep throughout this struggle, nigga. Fuck trying to bubble, nigga. Fuck trying to get a drug deal and hustle, nigga. Like infinite sun, I got my eye on a sparrow, and the only way they gonna take me for my cause is if my life becomes sterile. So let me get Yo, I wanna do something great. Peace.
I didn't see you. It's a skinny line between wrong and right. Trapped in the trails of the morning light. Can't wait, let me no choices I had to fight. My mom and dad were too young to raise me right. Maybe I've been made a man for all the mistakes I made. Niggas dead, niggas gone, I still ain't afraid. Ain't too grown to get back on them ghetto games I played. My life would have been got cut off if my dude one paid. It's a skinny line between wrong and right. I'm trapped in the trials of the morning light. Get away, let me no choices I had to fight. My mom and dad was too young to raise me right. I've been made a man for all the mistakes I made. All right. And niggas gone, I still ain't afraid. Ain't too grown back on them ghetto games I played. My lights would have been got cut off if my dues weren't paid. There was a book once wrote called The Four People You Meet in Heaven.
Yeah.
About the forgotten faces of the ghetto. From the south side of Chicago to Soweto, from Atlanta to Amsterdam, and me being born and bred in the land of Abraham Lincoln, I was thinking about the people I pass on the street, the people I meet, the people outside the liquor store begging for something to eat, how black people pass each other on the street and still don't speak. Apply for your section 8 so great when you get chose, but the ghetto don't leave your soul just when you change zip codes. 100 degrees in the hood, but it's still so cold. Swollen like lymph nodes. Either you sell crack, you play ball, or you pimp hoes. But I know God made the ghetto, so God is in control. Remember that? And your blessings will pour out like one of those busted fire hydrants on a hot summer day. Some will leave and some will stay. Some will give up and some will pray in the ghetto where blue blinking lights keep shorties up at night. Either that or gunplay. Some say it's a lost cause. I see them younger and younger copping balls. Block is hot, cops stay involved. What's the logic?